What's up, guys? Inigami here, and let's go through version 8.3 and new Treasure Map Kizaru news on the Japanese version One Piece Treasure Cruise. Let's go through Treasure Map Kizaru stuff first, because that is simple, that is concise, we'll get it over with. It is going to be starting on the 29th at new update o'clock, depending on whatever time zone that is. That's 12 noon JST. So convert that in whatever time zone you are. If you're confused about what time it is a time that the game normally updates, raid bosses end and stuff like that. So that's whenever it'll be starting. And then it's going to be ending on the 3rd, 10 hours after update, or at 10 p.m. JST on the 3rd. So the new Kizaru is pretty good. New Kizaru is Dex. He is a Dex fighter free spirit. Unfortunately, he's not a shooter or booster. His captain ability reduces the cooldowns of all specials by 1 turn and boosts the attack of green, yellow, and purple characters by 2.5 times. If you have at least all of green, yellow, and purple, so you have all 3 colors, you can have other colors, but at least if you have all 3, then he'll also boost your chain multiplier by 1.5 times, which will stack with double Kizarus. His special ability cuts health of 1 character by 20%. Locks your orbs by 1 turn and boosts the attack of whatever color your captain is for 3 turns. So it's a 3-turn, 1.75 times attack booster. Anyone who doesn't think he's good is going to have a lot of egg on their face whenever you're using him for a 3 turns, 1.75 times attack booster that also locks orbs and also cuts enemies' health by 20%. Use him on stage 4 of a Coliseum, cut their health, lock your orbs, boost your attack for 3 turns, and then enjoy your same orbs and boosted orbs and boosted attack against the Coliseum boss also. Anyone who doesn't think that's a good character, well, you should look at how good One Piece Treasure Cruise characters are. His limit break abilities gives you no heal removal and pinch healing. And his sailor abilities that he's going to get is rewind special, which means if his special gets rewinded, he's going to increase his special or reduce that by 3 turns, and also makes Dex Orbs beneficial for all characters. Now, there is something new on Treasure Map Kizaru. And on Treasure Map Kizaru, we're now going to get rare recruit and legend pulls as rewards for your ranking on Treasure Map. Oh man, up until now, Treasure Map ranking rewards have just kind of been, you get some gems, you get some more limit break materials, it's alright. If you're farming that hard, you're gonna have a ton of limit break materials anyways. But now, you're going to have legend pulls available. That also includes guaranteed legend pulls. So there's 3 types of tiers. We don't know how these are split up. It could be that like New World players only get access to these first 2 tiers. I mean, East Blue players only have access to these first 2 tiers, then Grand Line gets all 3, then New World just gets the top 2. But what the tiers are is that there's a bottom tier of pulls, which is 3-star, 4-star, and 5-star characters. That's silver, gold, and no legends, or maybe that's 5-star legends also. Then there's a 4-star and 5-star tier, and then the highest tier up here are guaranteed Sugo rares. So there is a guaranteed Sugo rare tier of characters as a reward for your placement in Treasure Map. Not sure how the breakdown of where you have to place is yet, but if you've ever wanted to go super hard in Treasure Map, now's the time. I personally, I'm going to get my 1 million points. Get some more points as we're farming it, just with natural stamina to make sure I don't get kicked out of New World tier. But if you want to go hard, if you want to go ham, you want to get those Sugo rares, now's the time to do it. And once it comes out and we see how the rewards are split, we'll break that down to see which ones, what gets 3, 4, 5 stars, what gets 4, 5 stars, and what gets legendary characters. There are, and just as a reminder for who's getting demoted and promoted, if you're in the top 5,000 players from, oh, you can get legends. Okay, so this 3, 4, 5 does include legend pools. You can get lucky. So this first tier is basically just like a regular Sugo Fest pool. Maybe you'll get a silver character. Maybe you'll get a legend. The next one is it's like you're doing a guaranteed gold pool. At least a gold character, maybe a legend, and then there's guaranteed legend tier. So you could get lucky and get a legendary character out of that. Just as a reminder, down here, like all this is just stuff about like you need to get points. The Cavendish is the reward for getting 3 million. That's Treasure Map Cavendish is the 3 million point reward here. And top 5,000 players out of Grand Line is getting promoted to New World. Top 10,000 players of East Blue is getting promoted to Grand Line. And only the top 20,000 players in New World are going to be staying. The top 65,000 players of Grand Line are going to be playing. So if you're below rank 20,000 in New World, you're getting demoted. And if you're below rank 65,000 in Grand Line, you're getting demoted. With the version 8.3 updates, let's go over all of those. So the best thing about version 8.3, oh my gosh, the best thing about version 8.3 is that is this button right here. So this button that shows us our sockets and sailor abilities is a little bit nicer to look at. You can just click on that. Well, that doesn't have any sockets. You can click on that. You can see exactly what sockets your characters have and what sailor abilities they have. So you can check those really easy when going through your teams. Bandai? Bandai, that's not how that button works. Yeah, we've had this white button for a while, but I do believe they changed the layout of it. But I guess it's bugged. Munch and play with that sub. Thank you. This one right here is one we care about. So this one is now the change entire team button, which you may already know. If you don't know, that means you can change your entire team at once, just like that. Click on that. That clears it. You can slap whatever character's on and done. Move and move. Oh, those are limit break potential abilities. Okay. So you move your characters around like that one. And this one is save or load a team. So if I wanted to save this team right here, I can click on this, I can save it. Saved, done. If I wanted to load a team, like I don't like this team, I want to load something I have, it'll bring you over to this crew log, which honestly is going to get a little bit clunky once we have 30 teams here. But what's really important is that you can name things. Like I can name this as Neptune Fort Fast Farm. Or Neptune Fort Fast. Okay, and done. Or I can name this, and I can say this is like Kahlo, Neko, Friend, Lucy. Or something like that. Or F Lucy. Let's do that, F Lucy. Something to remind you like what your fight is for and what friend captain to use, something like that. And then you can go through, this red button is delete a team, so if I don't want this anymore, I can click this red button. Would I like to delete it? Yes. Keep it? No. And once you hit this yellow button right here, it loads it onto whatever team you have. So if I want to swap out this team, click on that, load a team. I want to use my buggy team, load it, done. Swapped over to my buggy team. So now I can keep 30 teams. You can write down notes on them to remind you like what is this fight for, what friend captain am I using. It is so nice. The layout could use a little bit of work instead of just like the friend captain. Oh, I've got like 30 teams to scroll up and down in here. But being able to type in your names in English and stuff is nice. Whew, that is so good. We also have new Chopperman missions. With new Chopperman missions, I highly recommend you unlock all the missions first. So when you go to Chopperman, when you go to this rookie mission, they've now also changed the order of the missions tab. The rookie missions on our far left, the daily missions or the weekly missions are in the middle, and then event missions are on the right side. The rookie missions, you'll start off with only one. And remember that if you click on the mission, if you can't read Japanese, click on the mission, click on the orange button, and it brings you to what you're supposed to do. There is a full list, and I will have it in the video description down below. If I have forgotten, just remind me in the comments to put it there. I'll put it in the video description down below. That tells you what all of these are. But each one, every time you go back here, the very top one up here is going to be like beat the final stage of an island. So So beat the final stage of Alvida, beat the final stage of Shells, beat the final stage of Orangetown, beat the final stage of Baratier, whatever. Every time you beat one of those, you'll unlock another set of sub-quests. So this is like 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4. Those are all from the Shells Town. This is 3, 1, 3, 2. Those are all from Orangetown, so on and so on, all the way down to the 14th. And you can unlock all these at once. And that way, the missions that say do an extra island 10 times, once you unlock them all, you only have to do 10 extra islands and it'll do them all at the same time. So you don't have to redo, like, unlock a new set, do them all, unlock a new set, do them all. Unlock all the sets first, which has you doing just the final stage of all the story modes up until a certain point. And then after that, you can just do all of them at once. Now, there is one mission here that is a little obtuse. Most of these you'll just get done easily. They're all like level up characters, evolve a character, do extra islands. There's some that say beat 0 stamina Mihawk. There's only one of those, so you only have to beat 0 stamina Mihawk. Beat raid boss Dofi, beat raid boss Mihawk, beat Alvida Fortnite Island on 30 stamina. This one right here is a little difficult to understand. This one actually specifically says evolve Luffy. And not just any Luffy, evolve 3-star version 1 Luffy. Now, if you don't have a 3-star version 1 Luffy, which I don't expect most of you to have, remember that 5-star Straw Hat Islands does drop Luffy. So you can reset that 5-star Straw Hat Island until you get Luffy to drop. Get Luffy to drop, and then you evolve him. And that will complete the mission. You get your Luffy. You get that gem for evolving him. You get the law is just for evolve a character, I believe. But the gem is for evolving the Luffy. And after that, you can just use the Luffy to limit break your 5+ Luffy. Remember, all these choppers will give you tons of XP, so make sure you're using your 4-year anniversary ship. And there is also a few missions that say use the merry-go. There's 2 missions that require merry-go. There's one mission that says use the merry-go, another mission that says use the merry-go that's at least level 6. And this daily chopper mission here actually says use a team of full dex characters. So if you want to bash all 3 of those out at once, make a team that has the merry-go as a captain and just a bunch of dex characters. Doesn't matter what island you do, as long as you do an island with all these. I'd recommend just doing some 0 stamina story island just to get it over with. And get those out at once, including your 2 forbidden tones for doing the daily chopper mission that uses all dex characters, and for the 2 merry-go islands. Now this one is probably going to change every day. This little one that says like do something, some kind of team. If you don't know what it is, if it does change every day, remember you can use Google Translate to try and translate it, or stop by on Reddit, stop by on Twitch, ask it out. Tomorrow's gonna be a full quick team. Yeah, this is going to change every single day. Today's Dex, tomorrow's quick. So it is going to require something different. If you don't know what it is, go ask on Discord. You can go by discord.gg/Zenigami. Ask there, we'll be happy to tell you what the mission is for that day. With 8.3, don't forget we now also have 3-minute stamina. So your stamina is going to refill much, much faster. It's from 5 minutes per stamina to down to 3 minutes per stamina. We also have another 100 box base. So now the max box base on Japan is 2,000 even. There is also a helper friend captain option, which is actually terrible. So the helper friend captain option, you go over to any island, whatever you're running, click on the sort up here, and this bottom left one is the helper friend captain. The problem with this helper friend captain is that it doesn't have anything on it. They have them as max level, but they don't have any skill ups, they don't have any sockets, and they don't have any limit breaks. It's the orange tab, like the blue tab that has it. So any blue tab characters you're honestly just gonna want to avoid, because if you're especially using things like Treasure Map Ace or any Treasure Map Captain, using a matching friend captain is gonna be terrible because they don't have their better friend captain abilities because they are not limit broken at all. So try to avoid that friend captain matching, because it is really, really bad. There are all the weekly islands are all out. So there are snails, not snails. Oh my gosh, crabs, seahorses, everything out every single day. I'm just gonna do Chopperman, just to do Chopper. Enjoy a ton of XP. Thanks for wow, we did it! Amazing. That was really hard. How much XP do we get with double Neptune and 3 times XP for my ship? 1,000. That's for the level 1 though. The last one gives you a lot more. You're going to be leveling up a lot as you do these Chopper missions, especially from the later ones over here, all the way down from 14. So try to use up try to have a nice empty bar as you level that up and just shoot that up. All these will give you a gem for completion since they are new islands. So if you do all 3 berry islands, that's a gem for completion. Gem, 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 gem. So that's basically 5 free gems right there. Raid boss islands are the same raid boss islands, but they now have skill books. So Garp now also drops Garp skill books. Zephyr drops Zephyr skill books. Everyone drops their skill books. A lot of these characters do have limit breaks, so if you need to farm their limit breaks, go ahead and do them. And don't forget that ones like Monster Chopper, Garp, Mihawk, and I think Dofi are required to do for Chopper Zero Stamina. New Chopper rookie missions. We now have the set of first and the second set of Fortnite islands. 76 Fortnite islands total here, 42. That's a little bit inflated because that includes every single different difficulty there. These islands right here are Anniversary Chopper Islands. What drops are all these homies. The homies, the golden homie here is 4 million XP. Silver one is 400,000 XP. And the 3-star one is only 40,000 XP. And the teapot is 40,000 XP plus it's 400,000 XP plus a socket. So it's a Forbidden Tome with 400,000 XP also. Try to use double buggies for these islands. You can double buggy 30 stamina easily. 30 stamina you can run only 1 time. 10 and 15 stamina you can run 3 times per day. And also something to note is that since Cola drops, Cola will actually drop from a regular wooden chest, whereas all the other homies will drop from golden chests. So if you do get a wooden chest, you can quit out and come back in and do it again if you care to try to get better rewards from that. So if you get a wooden chest, you know that'll be a cola. The homies will be dropping from a golden chest. But the 30 stamina does not drop anything but the golden chest. You just kind of want to hope to get that 4 million XP homie. There are new limit break characters. So the important new limit break characters I would say are Legend Corazon and Legend Sanji. So Legend Corazon and Legend Sanji now have limit breaks. You can go onto the database, of course, sort by limit break characters, find all the limit breaks. A bunch of old rare recruits like Jinbei, Hack, Elisabello and Hack now have limit breaks. Tashigi, Charlie, Blue Gilly, Namuel, the Calvin Brothers, Koala. Koala might be the best of the old limit break all old rare recruit characters, but none of these are really that important. Raid Boss Sabo gets limit break. Oh yes, Raid Boss Sabo gets limit break. Yeah, these are not quite on the database yet. Solaris is very busy, so a little bit of patience. He's doing a lot of hard work for no pay on the database. Nightmare Luffy also gets limit break. Nightmare Luffy's limit break does bring him down, most importantly, to a 13 turn cooldown, which is really, really nice. Coliseum Jozu and Coliseum Adeo, and the last of the Straw Hats, Brook, also gets his limit break. So now all the Straw Hats have limit breaks. Jozu, Adeo, Coliseums, Sabo, Raid Boss, Nightmare Luffy, Raid Boss, a bunch of rare recruits, and Corazon and Sanji 6-star characters. And I want to say that's it for all of 8.3 that's out so far. We're still probably going to get more stuff with 4-year anniversary. This is like the first part of 4-year anniversary. Expecting a better Sugo later on. If you want to know details about this Sugo Fest, the first multi is 30 gems. Can include 3-star characters, so there's 30 gems, not guaranteed gold. The second multi will guarantee your last pull to be the point boosted Apu for the Treasure Map Island. So if you really want to go ham on Treasure Map, you can get that Apu. It's not the high points boosted Ben Beckman, it's just a medium boosted Apu. But maybe you'll get Ben Beckman somewhere in those pulls. And it is going to be 3 different days of pulls, different points boosted on each days. You can look up a full list on Reddit or once again on Discord if you are interested in those. But personally, I'm going to wait for 4th anniversary to try and get some better stuff out of that. Do your Chopperman missions, use the 3-year anniversary ship. Remember that all the story modes are 0 stamina right now. So now's a great time to do those 0 stamina story modes. I've been Zinio, thank you so much for watching, guys. For your Annie's hype. And y'all stay beautiful.